All right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one, the only Paid to Drive, one of the only channels on YouTube trying to put a little bit more of that money right back in your pocket in so many ways. Shout out to Beezy. And I want to take a quick moment here to welcome our 3 new patrons. That's right, I made the video last night announcing that we now have a Patreon. It's basically a social media platform that you sign up on, and it's exclusive. There's only the people that sign up get to enjoy the posts and all the content and stuff that I don't post here. I will be posting on Patreon. Patreon.com/PaidToDrive. Links right at the top of the description. Maybe consider signing up on there. Got to give a huge shout out, like I said, to our 3 new patrons, Larry, Renee, and Kelly. So thank you so much for joining. I wanted to give you your shout out just like I said I would. So let's get into the video here. Guys, I have an email to read to you from one of you guys who wrote in. His name is Doug Taylor. He said, you can use my name if you want. If I do end up doing this as a premiere, everyone please say thank you to Doug. So he does say that I could use his name. And where are my DoorDash drivers at? If you're a DoorDash driver, comment DoorDash or DoorDash driver in the chat or in the comments. And of course, guys, once this video reaches 150 thumbs up, we will be on to the next video or live stream. But the live streams, I did a test on PTD Vlogs. They're still taking like 12 to 14 hours to process, so I have to still hold off. So the premieres will have to do. So anyway, let me jump into this here. He says, hi, Pete. I really love what you're doing with your channel, especially during these hard times. I've been driving with DoorDash for well over a year now, and I love the freedoms it has given me. I was only doing this part-time, but with the current situation going on in the world right now, I've had no choice but to try and do this full-time. Now, let me just take a pause there for a moment. Doug, as you can tell, if you've been watching my channel, you are far from alone in this particular situation. A lot of people are in the same boat as you. And everyone watching right now, let's see if we can go for those 150 likes. Comment 111 in the chat if you've hit the like, 222 if you have not done that yet. On your phone or tablet, hit the X in the top right corner of the chat, hit the like, and then hit live chat. The faster we get those likes, the faster we can get on to the next video. I've had no choice but to do this full time. I've dabbled with GrubHub, there you go, in my area, but DoorDash seems to be the busiest. Well, they do have over 700,000 drivers, so I would think so. And they've been advertising like crazy. I've been seeing ads like crazy. I work in Los Angeles, and I've got to say I'm pretty upset. New dashers have been popping up every day, and it's getting harder and harder to get the higher paying payouts. I've been seeing a lot of your viewers saying that they're making a ton of money, but I just don't know how. Maybe you can ask your audience what they're doing to maximize their earnings. Keep doing what you do, Pete. Thanks. And then it says, Doug Taylor, you can use my name if you want. So Doug, thank you for this email. And yeah, honestly, what Doug is going through right now is something that a lot of dashers are going through, and just a lot of drivers in general. It's not just dashers. This is happening to GrubHub drivers too. I've gotten so many messages of people saying like, Pete, you know, I'm noticing so many new drivers. This is really hurting us. Now, let's just take a vote real quick. Comment 333 if these new drivers, these new new dashers, new GrubHub drivers, has it been making things better or worse for you? Comment better or worse. You know, because some people might say, well, Pete, how could it be better if there's more drivers? Well, newer drivers don't understand about cherry picking, so therefore if there's $3, $4 orders, they might be grabbing all of those while the more experienced drivers are taking the higher payouts. Now some people might say, well, Pete, that's just messed up, but it's really not, because you have that choice whether to accept or reject. That's how it works. Some people argue and say, well, because of the times we're going through right now, we have to accept everything because some people can't afford to tip and this and that. And there is some truth to that. A lot of people right now are dealing with financial hardships, including myself. I still have not gotten a stimulus check yet because I just realized that I ended up mailing out my checks. So I've heard crazy stories that I might not even get a stimulus check till like in the summertime. So I don't know if that's true. Somebody correct me if in the comments or in the chat if you'd like. But Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy time that we're all going through right now, and it's unfortunate. It's incredibly unfortunate. Um, but what can we do? You know, Doug, what I would suggest, Doug, is make sure you sign up on the other apps as well. You mentioned DoorDash, you mentioned GrubHub, but are you on Postmates? Are you on um, Uber Eats? I have those links in the description down below. All of you guys, make sure you are all signed up. Comment 333 if you're signed up on all the apps. Comment 444 if you're only signed up on certain apps. And which app is, and also everybody in the chat and in the comments, tell me what your favorite app of choice is to work on. Is it DoorDash? Is it GrubHub? Is it Uber Eats? Is it Postmates? Is it Caviar? Are you an Uber or Lyft driver? Because I know a lot of Uber and Lyft drivers now are starting to do Instacart and they're starting to do DoorDash. You know, I've seen even on YouTube, some Uber tubers are doing Instacart and DoorDash now. So, you know, think about it. They're diving into what we're doing, and it's also causing a lot of influx of new drivers, you know? So what Doug is talking about here is totally understandable, you know? Like I said, if I was not at high risk, because like I said, I have type 2 diabetes because I obviously eat too much. I have high blood pressure and high cholesterol. So that puts me at like a 16% higher risk of getting this thing or contracting and freaking dying from it. And then my girlfriend is at high risk as well because she has Crohn's and autoimmune disease and all this stuff. So it's a crazy time for all of us. We're still just trying to figure this out day by day as it goes by. So it's hard to say, guys, you know how this is going to get better, what's going to change, when is this going to get better? We don't know. But for Doug to answer his question, if you're having a lot of issues with just DoorDash alone, don't sell yourself short. Always diversify. Like I said, you mentioned GrubHub. That's good. Doug, you said you've been doing this for a year now. I don't know if Doug is in the chat, but, you know, diversify, man. You have to. Run DoorDash, GrubHub, Uber Eats, and Postmates all at the same time. Sign up on all of them because I'm sure they're hiring like crazy. You said you've been seeing a lot of drivers out there. I would recommend it. I would truly recommend that you jump on all the apps that you can. Do you guys agree with me? Is multi-apping important? Comment 333 if you feel multi-apping is important. Comment 444 if you disagree with that. I'm just curious. But yeah, guys, it's what you have to do. You have to try and keep yourself busy under any circumstances possible. Because like I said, if you are only relying on one app, you are going to really sell yourself short, and you're going to limit yourself from the more possible opportunities of making more money. And of course, I'm hoping out there that you guys are being safe and covering your face and all that stuff and washing your hands. You know, like at this point, it should be second nature. We are now living in a new normal. Well, we're not back to normal yet, but we're living a new world here. You know, some people are saying that we're going to be dealing with this until 2022. So for 2 years, we're going to be covering our faces and social distancing. It just doesn't make sense. But who knows? They're saying that a vaccine might not be made for up to 18 months or something, you know, until June 2021. There's so much information and misinformation out there that no one knows what to believe anymore. Do you guys know what I'm talking about with that? It's just insane. But like I said, to kind of give some sort of a temporary solution, multi-app. Get on the other apps. Like I said, run GrubHub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Postmates at the same time. You can't go wrong there because basically it's like they're throwing bids at you and you get to pick the best bid. You know, DoorDash throws you a $5 order, but GrubHub throws you a $10 order. Reject the DoorDash, take the GrubHub. Postmates sends you a $6 order. You know, Uber Eats sends you a better one. Take that one. You know what I mean? So with that being said, what are your thoughts, everyone, in the chat? What would be your best, or in the comments if you're watching on the replay, what would be your best advice for Doug? To multi-app, to give up? Like, what would you recommend? I mean, don't give up, but, you know, be safe out there if you most possibly can. And of course, guys, once we receive 150 thumbs up on this video, we will be on to the next video. So comment 111 if you hit the like, 222 if you haven't yet. I want every single one of you just to tap that like button down below, turn the gray like into a blue like. Really appreciate that. Subscribe down below right here on Pay to Drive. Comment 777 if you're subscribed with the notifications on. Comment 888 if you have not done that yet. And of course, join us on Patreon. We just signed up on there the other day. I talked about it last night. Basically, it's a social media platform where you sign up and it's exclusive. So exclusive posts, exclusive content. So patreon.com/PaidToDriver. At least give it a look. See if you want to join. If not, it's always optional, but always appreciated. And again, huge shout out to Larry, Renee, and Kelly, our first 3 patrons on there. So come check us out. And of course, please make sure you are saving money with the Get Upside gas app. Comment 333 if you're on there already, 444 if you're not yet. It's a free gas app for your smartphone. All you do is pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside gas app, and within 48 hours or so, they'll send you anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description down below. And that's about it, guys. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at PaidToDrivePete. And like I said, if you are one of those 3 people on Patreon, comment 555. But if you haven't checked out our Patreon yet, comment 665. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. 150 likes. We'll be on to the next video. Check out the vlog, PTD Vlogs, a little later. Subscribe over there. But until next time, get that money, get that honey. Keep hustling, keep bustling. Thank you so much for watching. And if you can, stay home, save lives, and help stop the spread so we can go back to a new normal. We'll see. Peace out, everyone. Be well. See you on Patreon. Later. Peace.